All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and salutations to the brethren that are pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, there's your brother Yahweh Allah from GMS Chicago coming at you again with another lesson. All right, now in this video, I want to go into this video that you see on the screen, how Netanyahu's war could collapse Israel. And I just want to touch on two points that were said in this video, um, and or that were shown in this video, better yet, is first the hatred that is like hatred slash bloodlust that's in these people, and also how it's gonna and this hatred and bloodlust is gonna be seen throughout the whole world. All right, to bring the world against these people, man. Because at the end of the day, what's going to be revealed is that these people are Edomites, man. Those that had practiced and pushed war upon the world at a large scale, man. All right, you've seen it with the Greeks, you've seen it with the Romans. All right, they these of the same complexion, the same phenotypes. All right, have always brought war in a large scale to steal, kill, and to destroy. All right, and the Bible said that that's how it would be. All right, and at the end, it's going to be the destruction, man. They're going to be revealed who they are. All right, so I'm just going to play a little bit of the video and then get into some precepts. Lord willing, I pray this is an edifying lesson. All right, so let's watch here.
The significant feature of what's happened in the 100 days is just the level of destruction of Gaza. Israel has made vast portions of Gaza uninhabitable. They've literally turned it into rubble, and they've done so by design. There have been literally thousands of massacres where the whole family has been killed deliberately. Israel's actions can only be interpreted through the lens of revenge. It's a bloodlust. It isn't a thought-out campaign with a clear end game and a clear off-ramp. The mood in Israel continues to be very ugly. There are no social breaks on openly racist, genocidal statements.
So even they have the children singing of destruction, man.
A clear majority want the war to continue. A clear majority blame all Palestinians, and the soldiers say so.
We are looking for babies, but there is no babies left. Maybe I killed a girl, she was 12, but I'm looking for a baby.
You Palestinian?
5 Palestine. Hi. 5 Palestine baby. Yeah, very good.
You 5 Palestinian babies?
Yeah. You love Palestine. I kill you.
You guys kill Palestinian kids?
Yeah. Just 2 this morning. Just 2. Yesterday was a good day.
Public opinion is actually affecting the behavior of soldiers who are basically committing war crimes against unarmed civilians. I myself personally am not dissociated from these events. I come from a Jewish family. Half of them settled in London, the other half in Haifa. My grandfather's...
So there you go, man. This is a whole nation of people, bent on the annihilation, the complete destruction, all right, of these other people, man. You see them, with their bloodlust, and now the world is seeing them as well. And the Lord spoke to us about this bloodlust, when he was describing, the destruction they did on our people, the real Hebrew Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So I'm going to read here in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35 and verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. So we've seen this even, with 70 A.D. We've seen it during, with the with what happened with the transatlantic slave trade. You know, and the continual, uh, what's it called, the continual oppression that has been on our people, man. All right. But the point that I really wanted to bring out is in verse 6. It says, "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off him that passeth out, and him that returneth." Okay, so the Lord has a judgment waiting for Esau Edom, all right, who dwelleth in the mounts of Seir. That's their original homeland, their capital, so to say. Okay, but they never hated blood. All right, and since because they never hated blood, blood's gonna pursue them, and it started with the real Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You got to think about it. They're always bent up on the 6 million, but really it was over 100 million people that have been killed in the Americas, man. You know, so and still to this day, they're going out through all the earth, still bringing destruction. All right, and death, man. Then they have these little girls singing it. They have these guys proclaiming, with no remorse, how, they want to kill the babies, right? Right here. And then they had the girls singing, "Planes are bombing, destruction, destruction." All right, they've never hated blood, man. This is the type of people that they are. All right, this is Nahum 3:1. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not." Okay, and like they did it here in the Americas. All right, they still haven't departed from the prey. They're still taking the resources, using the people to work their economies. Okay, and they're still doing it all across the world. Okay, let's see here. Let me jump up to a little bit here, like 4:30. But actually, let me read here in Habakkuk 2 and 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity." All right. So it's all through bloodshed, man. Uh, just the unremorsed killing of thousands of people. All right. And, when the Lord does it, he's going to establish it in righteousness with his people that are going to establish righteousness. All right. These people out here are out to establish their own righteousness. Okay. And what has been the fruits of their establishment of that Western mindset, man? All right. The women are harlots. The children are vile affections. Okay. There's the spirit of covetousness. All right. Of this of hatred, really. Okay. So and selfishness that's been pushed around the world, man. Okay. But the Lord is gonna make Esau bare, man. It's gonna let the whole world know what kind of person this is, what kind of people these are. Now, let me put a disclaimer that Israel, the real Hebrew Israelites, they have also been scattered amongst all the nations, even amongst Esau. So some of them are going to actually look like them, but in fact they're going to be Israelites. So people that try to say, "Oh, this is a color thing," that we're just being carnal. No, even our own people are amongst the other nations. All right, but their bloodline is still gonna go back to that of ancient Israel. But for the most part, uh, um, you have the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that are of of ancient Israelite descent, according to prophecy, according to archaeology, according to cultural practices. Okay. Uh, so let me read here in the book of Jeremiah 49 and verse 10. It says, "But I have made Esau." Oh, actually, let me read up a little bit. I'll start at verse 7. It says, "Concerning Edom," Jeremiah 49 and 7, "concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" See, before they used to be able to do this in the shadows, all right, and hide behind the cloak of justice, all right, and righteous dealing. They'll paint their their target as this vile, unhuman person to justify their killings. All right, but now that everything's out, since the internet has been is so prevalent now, okay, everybody's seeing the reality of it, and the reality is that they're just killing without any remorse, man. Their bloodlust and their hatred is out on display now. All right, it says, and even with us, man, with the real Hebrew Israelite, when we take over, you know, um, it's gonna be through the hand of the Most High, man. He said, "Vengeance of the Most High." That we wait upon Him. We're still, waiting for Him to come and establish true righteousness. All right, but these people are, again, I'm saying, they're out here to establish their own righteousness. All right, it's Jeremiah 49 and verse 8. It says, "Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him." It says, if grape gatherers, Salakia, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. All right, but Esau, he can't have enough, man. The prophecy is that he'll live. The prophecy of the snake, of that serpent, all right, that old devil, is that he'll live on his stomach, man. And he's always living off the delights of his stomach, man. All right. It says, "If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. But I have made Esau bare. I will uncover his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." See, the whole world is starting to see who these devils are, man. And I'm gonna play a little bit of the video, a little bit more of the video, and uh, and uh, and it's gonna go more into that. It says, "His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." All right, and that's what's gonna come, man. He's gonna be made fully bare. Everybody's gonna know that this is the son of perdition, the son of death, man, the waster.
Israel is reigniting the embers of an anger and a resistance that will light up throughout the Arab world. It has also succeeded in making the Palestinian cause, which on October the 6th was shoved under the carpet, dead and buried. It's all about normalization between Saudis, the rich Gulf states, and Israel. It succeeded in making the Palestinian cause a global cause. You only just have to...
A global cause. Like I said, you only have to see the demonstrations all across the world.
Look at the size of the weekly demonstrations in London, 500,000 people around the world, but also what you can really see is from the other end of Africa, South Africa really taking the lead in trying to seek justice and trying to end the war. And
right, and as real Hebrew Israelites, man, we're gonna have all these other nations in subjection. So this video is not necessarily to, you know, um, advocate for Palestine or any of these other nations, because now you're seeing it in a global scale. But when it was happening with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans during the transatlantic slave trade, you didn't see all this protest. You didn't see anybody bemoaning Israel, the true Hebrew Israelites. not these Israelites, all right, that are in the land, like the prophecies say in the Bible that a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod, an illegitimate child shall be dwelling in the land, all right. And it also talks about these Edomites stealing a man and his heritage, all right. So like we read right here, in the book. Yep, it says, woe to the bloody city! It is full of lies and robbery. All right, so of course they're gonna steal the land. They're gonna steal the heritage, because even this guy calls them European Jews. Okay, which means they weren't originally, implying that they weren't originally from there. Okay. Uh, Let me keep going here.
America's stock, Britain's stock, Europe's stock plummeting in terms of its soft power. Israel really is dragging everyone who supports it down the same rabbit hole that it itself is falling. This leaves America much weaker than it was. It was in a posture of withdrawing from the Middle East and repositioning its forces to confront China in the Far East. And it's now stuck there like a rabbit in headlights without the levers really to stop this car crash from happening. Israel doesn't actually have an off ramp. It doesn't have.
So there you go. You know, he's even proclaiming it that throughout the world scale, it's igniting this hatred, all right, this opposition against the man, all right. But the scriptures say that's what would happen. This is the book of Obadiah 1:3. It says, "The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks." And what do they call themselves? Caucasians, right? Because they dwell in the Caucasus Mountains, right? The clefts of the rocks. It says who's they try to put that lie that we were all cave dwellers at one point, but really that's their history. Okay, you didn't see that when they found the new world, all right, as they would call it, all right, the Western world, and they found the natives bathing twice with clean streets, all right, having order, okay, knowing how to farm and hunt and provide for themselves. You weren't calling them cavemen, right? It says, "Whose habitation is high, thus saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" So they've been living lavishly in power this whole time, man, and that's and that pride has deceived them. They think they're gonna rule forever, as is written. Their inward thought is that their houses shall live forever, shall continue forever. So Obadiah 1:4 says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle," all right, and America is is the one funding these people, all right. And what's their national mascot if not the eagle? It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." All right, and that's what this guy was saying. He was bringing down everybody that's associated with them. It says, "If thieves came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?" And this is exactly what we just read in Jeremiah 49. It says, "How are the things that Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?" All right. So he's being made bare. He's getting exposed on the thief, the liar, and the murderer that he is, man. All right. All while he's trying to paint himself as this advocate of justice, with his democracy, so called, man. All right. But we've seen the fruits of their works, man. All right. It says, "All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him." All right. So that's what's happening, man. All these people that have had business deals with them, have done trade with them. All right, they're gonna come up against them, man. And this guy, he made a great point with Africa, all right, South Africa, bringing them up, in an international court, and some EU nations were even backing this South Africa. So yeah, the men of the Confederacy, all right, are coming up against them. All right, but I'm gonna finish it off with this last precept, and this is just to show how the prophecies are coming true. Okay, and that hatred, that bloodlust, that lying and thievery is being shown, throughout the whole world. Because one thing that this man mentioned was that it's clear that they're there to level all of Gaza, and pretty much take over that whole region, because they want it for themselves. So there goes that thievery. All right, let me finish it here. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, in verse uh, 4. It says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night." Like when you wake up and you have a dream or a vision, if you don't write it down right away, it goes away and you forget about it. That's exactly how it's going to be with the wicked. All right, though they rule for a little moment, you know, that moment is there, but it's short. Okay, and that's how it's always been from the beginning. It's going to be like he was not there, like we read again here in Jeremiah 49. His seed is spoiled, his brethren and their neighbors, and he is not. He's not there. It's because he's going to be brought to naught. All right. So I'll leave you all with that. I pray this was an edifying lesson. Like always, I want to end by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And salutations to the brethren pushing forth this word in truth and in sincerity. Until the next one, brothers, I say shalom. And as always, abad babal. Salakia. Kwam Yasharala.